Welcome back to RLDesign.Innovations. My name's Brian, and today we're going to do a project using these walnut plywood sheets. We're going to create a cookbook holder. There's so many times you're cooking in the kitchen, you have a book opened, you have it on the counter, and it folds closed, you lose your pace. Or you can't keep that book to an area next to your stove or wherever it is, opened up without it falling off the counter. So we're going to create today a simple cookbook holder that breaks down into 3 pieces. When you want to use it, you put them together, put your book on it, you're ready to read. This is what it looks like. Project that we're doing today. As you can see, it has a main board. I call this the shelf, and then you have a little piece in the front that slides in like that. You put this in here and it stays like this. When you're done cutting this, what you do is you just spray a clear coat of matte finish on there to protect it, and then you use it. Let's go do the project. Okay, I brought up Lightburn 2.0 release candidate 6. All I did so far is create a box, and the box dimensions is 10.5 inches wide by 9.5 inches in the length. You can see that over here. You could also, if you wanted millimeters, you hit millimeters. So it's 266.7 millimeters wide, and the height is 241.6. No big deal. And again, what this piece is going to be the main piece that the book rests on. It's that first panel. Is a slot right here, and that is 229.5 millimeters across by 3.5 millimeters in height. We want to make the height of this 3.5 millimeters because we're using 3 millimeter plywood. That way it can go through here. I'm going to go to the shape properties and put this as 0.3 radius. It gives you a nice corner right there. The slot that we're making for the plywood insert, the shelf that the book's going to rest on, again, I'm leaving that squared off. Now what do? You can decorate this. You can cut out panels. You can cut out word like kiss the cook, I love to cook. I'm going to do I love to cook. I'm going to make that as letters, cut them out. Let me add that to that. Put it right about here. So I picked the font. I'm going to make that my blue layer. Okay, I moved the black layer down because the black layer is the board cutouts. We want the letters and everything we're doing first to be cut out before we do that. So what I'm going to do, I have my material library, walnut, 3 millimeter, and I want this to be cut out. So on the blue layer, I say cut, assign. Now, the black layer, same thing, cut, assign. Now what we can do, we can etch some graphics in here. So I'm going to look for graphics to put in here. I brought these clip-on in, but the first thing I'm going to do is trace them because I don't want imagery like this. Let's see, that looks good. We're going to move this over. We're going to put this right here, 1 teaspoon. Trace the image, put it on here. Now, when we like this, we can shift, make it a little bigger. We can tilt it a little bit. Tilt this one a little bit. I like having these right here, like this type of clip art, so that when you're looking, a lot of times you say, how much is a tablespoon? How much? 3 teaspoons, how many ounces, whichever, and it's right here. Let's see what it looks like real quick. That's not bad. I think I like it. You could add anything you want. You could do cutouts. You can do squares on here, make designs. Like for instance, if I did, just like a little box, I put it over here. I did like a row of those and I cut those out You can make a design pattern of just cutouts in here. Thin squares, rectangles, circles, whatever you like. It's your book cookbook holder. What's the next thing? Green. I have to go to my material library and I have to assign this. We are scoring and etching the green layers. So I'm going to go here, go to score, assign. Okay. That's the walnut. We can make this a little bigger. I love to cook. Remember, these letters are going to be cut out and the square is going to be cut out. The other green will be etched and I think we're good to go. So let's just double check one more time. We want to do the blue cutout. Then we want to do the etching. So I'm going to move this up and then the black of the cutout. Okay, it is done. Came out really good. This is what you're going to have the book rest on. It's going to open up to here. Now what we have to do is create the slat that goes through here. Through here. Okay, came out very nice. Say new. Okay, now this piece, we need to do another square again. This is going to be a real simple piece to do. We're going to do another square. And the measurement of this one, I'm going to do inches just right now, 9 wide. And it's going to be 7 inches long. I'm going to unlock this so that I can do what I like. You remember before, the board goes through here and then a little piece of wood gets pushed down. So we have to create 2 little squares for the little book holder to snap into, as if you recall when I showed it at the beginning. Okay, so I put 2 boxes down here, and let me show you how I did that. These boxes are 3 inches wide, 0.13 in the height, which basically is 3.5 millimeter. And let's do it. I can click on it. Exact same thing. Now, these both have to be aligned, so I click both of them. They have to be the exact same height. Click over here. You click that, and you say align top. That way they're equally the same distance, they're level. Now from the border edge to the box edge is about 1.1. So if we go here, in inches is 1.1. So this is 28.28, right, approximately here. And then move this out of the way. 28, there you go. Okay, perfect. Just from a measurement standpoint, from here to here is about 9 millimeters, which is perfect. That's what we need. Now what we're gonna do, let me update the overlay here. Let's go to cut and layers. Again, this is all gonna be cut out, but I want the black in this turn, the black to be cut first. I'm gonna move that up. Then the green. And now let's assign. We're going to use cut. Both of these are going to be cut. Assign. This one. There we go. Assign. Okay, so 16/100 for both of them. And now we'll cut this out. Okay, so this is what we've done so far. This is how it goes. It slides through. Let me go right here. As you can see, it slides through. Depending how thick the book is, you can move it back this way or forward. Now what we're going to do is just create the little book holder that slaps right in there. Have to make a 10.5 inch square because it's going to go across the whole piece right here. So 10.5 by 2 inches. We'll go right here, and then from here we'll do the sizing. So we want it to be, I'll do inches real quick, up here, as you can see. It's going to be, width is going to be, wow, I did 10.5 already, so that was pretty good just from drawing. But I'm going to unlock it, and this I'm going to do 2 inches. Now you're going to say, okay, that's pretty cool. Now, how do we do the slots? Do I have a diagram made? Yes, but say you didn't do that. How do you do this? So you look at this, we're going to measure the distance here, right? And the height. That way we know where to put this box and this box and where this slot will be going in, because remember, it's going to go like this. So that's the first thing we're going to do. I'm going to measure from the edge to this, to where the edge from here to over here. And that is 28. We're going to draw it over here. And then we're just going to measure to see how much. So we need 28, let me go millimeters. So from here, approximately right there. So easiest way to do this, I'm going to make this box an inch width. The height is going to be 1 inch. Okay. We're going to go to millimeters. Another thing you do is use a caliper right here and just measure from this edge to this edge like this. 28.3. So 28.3. There you go. And the height is going to be 1. Okay. Now what do we do with this? First, we're going to make a copy. So we have it, and now we're going to stick it right here. Okay. Traction. I'm going to group these. A minus B. Now, we're going to do the other side the same way. We have to do one more intersection to break this into 2 pieces right here. Again, we're trying to show you how to do this without having to build diagrams. First thing we have to do is measure the center to see how much in the middle we have to get rid of. So that is 18.16. Okay? So, how do we do that? We go over here. And the first thing we do, the width, is, let's say, 19. And we're going to keep the height at 25. We're going to put this over here. Let me select both of these. Here, line B center. Here we go. Now it's in the center. So this is going to be cutting the middle piece right here. And we'll figure out the sides again. We probably have to adjust the width of those. So right there. Right there. Okay, so I'm making a box, and the goal of this box is to make the size of this tab. So how do we do that real quick? I made a box right here that's 22 by 30. What I'm going to do is bring it up over here to start. Make it even. Think so. Now we're going to measure. I'm going to measure from here to here. This is what the tab size is. 75.2, perfect. That's what we need. So we're going to make another one over here. We're going to Control C, Control V, get this out of here because we need to do the same on the other side. Let's add some text into here. We're just going to put, say, have fun. Have fun. Okay, so I'm going to put the have fun on a different layer. I'm going to move the have fun up. So we want that etched out first, so I'm going to go to my material library. I'm going to etch it or score it. I'm going to assign that. Okay. And then cut the black out. Assign this. Perfect. We hit Alt P. Have fun. Okay. Camera. Update overlay. Okay. Let's move this right there. Put it together. It is done, and I'll show you how we finish it. Love to cook. Here we go. This goes in this way, like this. You slide it in, and this is the piece we just cut out. have fun. All you do is you put it in like this. You put your book in here, and that holds your book. If you have a smaller book, all you do is slide it that way, like this. Slides either way. Hope you learned something. Some math involved today. And if you have questions, please let me know. It's pretty straightforward once you start playing with it and just taking the correct measurements. We did this today. I had an idea. I just laid out some quick blocks and then we measured as we went. And sometimes you do that. So hope you had fun and learned something. Thumbs up, subscribe. Keep sending me those ideas for projects, questions, whichever. Thanks and have a great day. Bye-bye, everybody.